Time is 10 minutes past 10 a.m. It's the 4th of April 2012. My name's Anthony Jones, I'm an investigator with the Independent Commission Against Corruption. We're at Level 2, 99 Phillip Street, Parramatta. Farzad, can I just ask you to please introduce yourself and spell your surname and give your position at the RTA, thanks.
Yes, Farzad Naziri. I'm an employee of RMS. At the time, currently I'm working as the acting section manager for the Intelligent Transport Systems projects. Surname is Naziri, Naziri. And the time when that stage of the project which you are interested in,
yeah.
I was, on my business card, I was managing a business unit, which is my substantive position within the section. And that business unit was asked by the Center for Road Safety. At that time they were...
Sorry, can I just...
I'm sorry, yes.
Just before we go on,
sure.
Just ask, there's a couple of other people present in the room, if you could just introduce yourselves. And
Darren Curd, I'm an investigator with the ICAC.
Yeah, and Paul Gretsch, I'm the Manager of Disclosure and Assessment with the Corruption Fraud Investigation section of the RMS. I'm here just as an observer.
Thanks. And just before you go on to that,
sure.
Sorry to interrupt,
no,
but do you agree that you've given us permission to record our conversation this morning?
Yeah.
And do you agree that prior to starting the recording, I explained to you that we're making some inquiries in relation to the school zone alert system tender?
Yes.
And the involvement of streetscape projects and the Minister for Roads at that time, Eric Roosendahl, in that project?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry, if you could just go on before.
Yeah, sorry. Yes, I was trying to give a bit of background. So at that time, we, the Road Safety Directorate, I think at that time they were called. Now they are calling themselves Center for Road Safety. Anyhow, we were commissioned by them to start really thinking about, how we can go through the trial of a new way of managing, having the motorist alert when there is some problem. When there is a school zone timing, between whatever 8 o'clock and 9:30 and the school zone time.
And can you tell us when that was?
From around 2006.
Okay.
Correct. And then, but exact dates I can always give to you, or anyhow you'll see in the documentation. But anyhow, because prior to our engagement, themselves, the directorate, they have around 43 signs, of different shapes installed in different places without our involvement, and they were just evaluating, how they are working. But they're very simple, not sort of like as a system approach. But we are mainly a bunch of engineers and project managers, so they wanted us to really continue with coming down with some recommendations of what needs to be done. So this is how we got involved. But because of the high profile of the project, there were a steering committee formed, very high level directors and managers, which I think you probably have already seen their names and their structure. But anyhow, so what we had to do was really to come up with a sort of project manager to sort of manage the process.
So where was the project initiated from? What level?
At the directorate, the director of road safety. He was the main person who was was sponsoring the project. Excuse me.
Who was that?
Well, I remember his first name, Jack. He had already left. Jack. Can't remember the surname, but I think the documentation we have provided to you, probably are going to see his name, or I can find out.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, my memory. I remember he was director of the road safety. Director of road safety, and his first name was Jack. Surname I can't remember, but I can give it to you later on. But anyhow,
was that an arm of the RTA?
He was one of the directors of the RTA.
Right.
Yes.
And so it was. So what you're saying then is this project was instigated or initiated by the RCA originally, was it?
Well, we don't know exactly what was the, as much as we could see was the communication with us.
Yeah.
Our section was mainly Jack, but between him and the treasurer or government at that time, usually is the case that they talk to the government and they think that if it's going to be some money available or some support. I guess that was the case, but we were not at that level of knowing, what was between, senior management and government at that time. So we were asked to provide project management services. On that basis, because it was such a major undertaking, we didn't have, available in-house suitable project manager. So we went to the market interviewed some people, and we selected someone by the name of Kim Lennox. He was a senior project manager mainly from the IT type industry. So we engaged him as a contractor. And he was really from day one, around June 2006, he was managing the whole process, directly reporting to the steering committee at the sort of project issues. But day to day, timesheets approval and payment of invoices for his time, we were managing that. So that is sort of background. So Kim Lennox started from my memory around June 2006. And then...
and can I ask you just what process you went through to engage Kim Lennox?
Usually what we do, we at that time I can't remember who were the sort of, usually the government, they have the approved agencies which we use, skilled hire agencies.
Yes.
And then usually we make a sort of summary position description, we send to the agencies and they introduce some candidates. Usually we go through and understand who is the best. Then we interview them, and at that time Kim Lennox was appointed.
Okay. And did you say September?
No, I think from my memory it was around June 2006.
Right.
But of course the exact dates, if it's important, I can go through, but from my memory it was around June. Then that was it. So the steering committee, they had the regular meetings, and because of whatever reasons, I don't know exactly, but it was the steering committee and the project manager was part of the steering committee, so they were sort of working. Our project manager was working on their direct sort of, I can't say as a sort of day-to-day management of what he was doing, but he was really working under the guideline of the steering committee. And then giving them the reports. I think I forgot, how often they had but I think it was very regular meetings they had. And that was the background.
Were you involved in the procurement process at all?
Procurement process of what?
For the tender for the school zone alert system?
Yes, the section, normally what we do in RMS is that when there is a decision is made, if we want to go with any procurement, we have to make preparation of a submission to, they have offices, they have the delegation, and delegation to go for procurement usually resides with the branch managers or directors. So we went through the process, and then the approval was obtained. I was not directly, I'm not sure if submission was made by me or by Kim Lennox, but usually I can check for you but normally it's the case that the project manager makes a submission, goes to the immediate supervisor, and goes to all the levels up to the level which they are authorized to approve the procurement. But procurement, for what we are talking